This is a reading of Healing Scriptures, Part 7. I'm Shelley with the God's Goodness Podcast, and I'm reading some scriptures from the Bible, but they're really from a book. This lady wrote her testimony down in a book called Healed by Gail T. Taylor. And she was healed of lupus, and she focused on the scriptures. And these are some of the things she focused on. And it may not feel like it's doing anything, but I promise you it's powerful. So I'm helping my parents out because their eyes hurt to read sometimes, and this way they get to hear it by listening to me. So you can do that too. So enjoy. Luke 6:17 through 19. And he came down with them and stood on a level place with a crowd of his disciples and a great multitude of people from all Judea and Jerusalem and from the sea coast of Tyre, and Sidon, who came to hear him and be healed of their diseases, as well as those who were tormented with unclean spirits, and they were healed. And the whole multitude sought to touch him, for the power went out from him and healed them all. How many? All. Mark 3:10. For he healed many, so that as many as had afflictions pressed about him to touch him. Mark 6:53 through 56. When they had crossed over, they came to the land of Gennesaret and anchored there. I never said I was a Bible scholar. And then when they came out of the boat, immediately the people recognized him, ran through the whole surrounding region, and began to carry about on beds those who were sick to wherever they heard he was. Wherever he entered, into villages, cities, or the country, they laid the sick in the marketplaces and begged him that they might just touch the hem of his garment. And as many as touched him were made well. They all got healed. It wasn't a big spectacle. He showed up and miracles happened. Matthew 9:32 through 33. As they went out, behold, they brought to him a man mute and demon-possessed. And when the demon was cast out, the mute spoke. And the multitudes marveled, saying, it was never seen like this in Israel. Matthew 20:29 through 34. Now as they went out of Jericho, a great multitude followed him. And behold, two blind men sitting by the road, when they heard that Jesus was passing by, cried out, saying, have mercy on us, O Lord, Son of David. Then the multitude warned them that they should be quiet. But they cried out all the more, saying, have mercy on us, O Lord, Son of David. So Jesus stood still and called them and said, what do you want me to do for you? They said to him, Lord, that our eyes may be opened. So Jesus had compassion and touched their eyes. And immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him. I love it. Immediately. Matthew 21:14. Then the blind and the lame came to him in the temple, and he healed them. Matthew 17:14 through 21. And when they had come to the multitude, a man came to him, kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is an epileptic and suffers severely. For he often falls into the fire and often into the water. So I brought him to your disciples, but they could not cure him. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me. And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, why could we not cast it out? So Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief, for assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. However, this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. Sometimes you need a little bit of fasting to go with your prayers. I'm going to cut this off here, so these are bite-sized videos. I hope you enjoyed it, and hit the follow button so you can follow along.